I'm
Like,
so happy that I found a partner who now understands it, who's kind of gone through it slowly with me. Otherwise, this would not have worked. I couldn't even imagine trying to find someone now who could possibly understand what the hell I'm trying to
Right?
do and
Yeah.
doing with my day to day. Like, it's
how,
nuts.
how did
Like,
that go?
it's crazy.
How did that conversation go? Annie, I want to do this full time.
I mean, everyone always asks me, like, I feel kind of like a dick when I talk about it because I'm blessed. Both my parents and my partner were always really good.
Oh,
But I
you're a
think it's
piece of
because
shit.
I'm always, yeah, like I didn't have to.
Like,
Yeah,
what?
no, but that's some people have that with me. They're like, "Holy crap, your parents supported you and stuff. That's crazy. You're an asshole." And it's like, "Oh, my bad." But I don't know. Like,
My parents are
yeah,
cool.
for me, it's just always been. I think people usually understand there's no point trying to stop me when I do want to do something, like whether it's personal training, whatever it was. Like, I'll just go into it full on. But I think there was conversations where I set like goals though. Like I told Annie, like, right, we're buying a house. Like I've got X amount of time where I need to make X amount of money from this. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to give it up or like slow it right down. She understood only because I talked about the whole regret thing. I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, again, we're getting engaged. I obviously plan, you obviously, you mentioned you're going to go find some hot mums out there. Not really in my foreseeable future. So I was like, look, if I don't do this though, you're going to have to deal with me at 30 years old being some probably like old dude who's super regretful. Like, holy shit, I should have done that with my life. I feel bad where I am now. I was like, I've got to give this at least 6 months. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, I will 100% walk away from it. So, I mean, my community backed me. It's working, which is awesome. But yeah, the conversation wasn't that hard, I guess, because for me it was never a conversation. It had to happen. It was just like, are you okay with it, more than anything.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. You think your parents supported you from the beginning because you had already gotten the degree and you had already done other things? Like, you were older when you started.
Yeah, so yes, I mean, I started streaming only like a little over a year and a half ago, which is pretty crazy for a lot of people. So I've only been doing content at all for a year and a half. Like, I didn't do YouTube before that, I did Twitch. Like, I started on Twitch with 0 followers on any platform. No one knew who I was, wasn't a pro player, just kind of jumped into it. So yeah, I started late, but I mean, my brother kind of paved the way for me. My brother's 5 years older than me. He was running one of the biggest EB games in Australia, which is like basically your GameStop.
Yeah. No, it was same thing.
He's got full arm sleeve. He's got a full sleeve of video game tattoos and stuff. We got our first console when I was 4 years old for Christmas. Like we like smashed it. So my parents are always very cool. Going through high school and stuff, I would literally, like, school holidays would start. We have like 6 week school holidays here in 2 weeks. We don't have like the massive summer break you guys have, but that night I would stay up till like 5-6 a.m. and just flip my whole sleep schedule, and I would just play. I would get up at 2 p.m. I just play World of Warcraft till like 6 a.m. My parents totally cool with that because I was still playing sports. I was still getting good grades. That was my parents' always logic, was like, they were cool. And now it's got me to this point. So I've been very lucky with that. But uni, I tried to drop out of like 4 times. And their logic was, if you keep going to uni, you finish your degree, you can stay at home until you buy a house. That was always like our kind of like arrangement.
Kind of the same here, yeah.
I did uni, which was the biggest waste of time anyway, though. Like, that was like the biggest waste of time and money. Like, if anything, that has held me back longer. But it got me to this point, so I'm not going to regret it. But I don't use anything that I learned ever, so...
Bro, same. I got my degree May last year. And I 4-year bachelor degree.
Same
not
thing.
using it at all. You know what I'm saying?
Not
Don't plan on using it. You know, honestly, hope to God I never have to. You know, like that's
the backup, right? Yeah, for me, it's the backup. But even then, my degree, like, I went into fitness with it, so technically it was only helping me a little bit with that anyway. So I don't know. We were the generation that told you had to go to uni. Like, if you don't go to uni, you're not going to be something. And I'm hearing that from someone who didn't go to uni, and I'm like, okay, all right. Apparently this is what we're doing. You got to a really successful point in your career. You didn't go to uni, but yeah, it's an interesting topic. I get that one a lot on stream. How did you convince your parents? Or, I mean, I don't know. I didn't have to convince anyone. I was very self-reliant. I was just going to do it. Hopefully everyone else puts up with it, I guess.
Bro, you know what else is crazy about universities and shit too? That a lot of people that go, they just go because of that societal pressure of like, everyone needs to go or else you won't be successful. And they don't have the means to go. So they just take out these massive loans. So then almost like they don't become anyone because they're so held back by this, crazy debt that they can't do shit with. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. I know people.
Your guys' loan system sucks ass.
Holy
ass. Oh shit, yeah. Yours must be different. But dude, I know this chick, bro. I know this chick, and it's probably the dumbest shit I've ever heard. She goes, I'm gonna go to college. She goes, I'm gonna go to USF, which is probably one of the most expensive schools in Florida, right? And like 40 grand a year. I'm like, what are you going for?
What?
Yeah, I was like, what are you going for? She goes, I'm gonna get a degree in real estate. I'm like, for fucking what? I'm like, you can get a real estate license in 2 weekends.
Yeah.
Dude,
and
you can get a real
things. Yeah, and practice just selling houses. Like, what?
Bro,
she
went to college for 4 years for real estate, bro. And now she just goes to festivals and that's it. like graduated and owes probably what 160,000.
Our degrees cost on average 20 to 30, and that's AUD. So basically monopoly money to you guys. It's literally nothing. Our money doesn't exist compared to yours. I think it's like, what are we at, 50 cents of the dollar right now? So that's to you guys like 10 to 15 grand is how much our degree costs, and it's a government subsidized
full degree
loan. So for here, full degree. And for here, it's almost too easy because you go to uni and you sign up, you literally just tick a box. It doesn't even take a full form. You tick a box saying I want HECS debt help, which means that the government gives you a loan that pays for the whole degree. You pay no interest on that, and you don't have to pay it off until you make over 45 grand a year.
That's crazy.
You know, yeah. So I'm paying mine off. I'm paying mine off now, but it's like slowly and a little bit, and it's not no interest. Yeah.
How available are your scholarships? Because like I know in Georgia,
next
exactly. So in Georgia, I haven't had to pay for my college yet until this semester. Now that I've like reached, so I've been in college for more than the amount of. I have 32 credits that are unused because my college changed our requirements like halfway through my degree, and I lost 2 semesters worth of classes. That's the reason I'm still in college. So it's like, I didn't have to pay for college until my scholarship ran out, which is 4 years of, like free college. So like over here, if you have decent grades in high school, you can pull out like literally 90%, 100% of free college.
Well, my thing was I got good grades and I was brown.
I'm brown.
Yeah, I know, but I got a scholarship for that. I don't know if you did.
Oh, no, I didn't.
I got this thing called like it's called like the Joanne Ruth Clark Scholarship and some other shit for like being brown and having above a 4.0 when you graduate. And
seriously.
No, and I
do they bring in like a gradient of brown? Like I'm imagining like color swatches, like when you go and get
when you get a carpet.
Seriously. So what happened was I went to the college and I gave them all my stuff. They look it over. And then what they do is they make you stand in front of this wall, and the wall has the gradients, and the gradients have the amounts next to them. No, they do,
dude. Edwin,
no,
Edwin,
they do.
That is a skit and a half, bro.
So I was the one that like barely got it for free. The other ones like you get way more money.
What? How have you not made that into a skit yet?
No, I should have tanned. Well, if you go there and you're white, you owe them money.
Yo, dude.
It's too easy here though, because you guys actually, I feel like you guys should go through that discussion of being like, okay, mum and dad, whatever, this is going to cost me 150 grand. It makes that like that situation harder. For Australia, it's too easy. Like it wasn't, are you going to go to uni? It's what uni you're going to go to, what are you going to study? Because there was like no downside. You just tick the box and you get your degree, and you kind of put off life's worries for another 4 years. Because that's how I see it. Genuinely, most of us went to uni because we didn't know what we wanted to do. And somehow uni became the easier option. Like, how did that work? Go get a job, just start working, get paid for it. Yeah, what the hell?
It's because you see all your friends fucking partying and shit, going to college, like, and it's a herd mentality, the school of fish mentality. Like nobody wants to be the dude working a retail job while their friends are over here fucking around. Like
it's true.
It's just
Dusty's a dropout.
I don't know.
He's the only one here that won't have a degree.
I mean, I could still go get one.
You're not gonna go back. Stop. You're not gonna go back.
We're all like the jokes now. Nah, don't do it. We're like,
the funny thing with like university is like, bro, I always felt like you go to uni if you know what you want to do, right? Like, don't go right, but it's the opposite that's happening, right? Like,
everyone when you figure it out there.
What the fuck they want to do before they're there, right? They're like, oh, well, I'll just get that. And then their degree, like, dude, I don't know what the statistics are, but man, I'm pretty sure like 5 degrees are gonna fucking. Like,
with my psych degree, so with my cohort that graduated with my degree, and like, I went to the real fancy uni. I went to Sydney Uni. It's the one that looks like friggin' Hogwarts. It's like, it's ridiculous. But of that uni, like the best degree you can really get as far as paper goes, if you're going to go to someone and be like, look, I got my degree from here, I don't think it mattered. My education wasn't any better, but I think it was out of my cohort of 1,200 people, I think 9 of them were going to get a job that was directly related to psychology. 9 out of 1,000 plus. So like heaps of people just go and do like PTing, or like they go into marketing or something where it kind of helps. But getting a psych degree for 4 years where 99% of what you learned was directed directly related to just that, and we don't use it. I'm like, this is such a waste of time.
You were saying earlier that you guys hope that you never have to use your degree. For me, I feel like it's a drive, not even a hope I'll never have to use it. It's a promise to myself that I will never use it.
Yeah.
Like,
okay, yeah.
I don't know, man. I finished. I still have 3 classes left. I'll finish in December. Yeah, and it's if after that I'm free, I might even move down to Florida. Like, I don't know, I'll make some content or some shit. I don't want to ever use that degree. It is possibly the most. I haven't learned anything. I barely learned anything. I barely learned anything from that degree. You don't learn anything in school, like.
Bro, the thing is, school is a weeding out process, and they just want to confirm that you can take direction and do what they need you to do, because that's what an employer needs from you. You know what I'm saying? That's why employers want people with degrees and don't really care what the degree's in. You know, that's all they want.